Hi guys, and welcome to this unboxing of the Empire of Dust Fliers pack for King's War Armada by Mantic Games. Now, the supplement, the Caesar Flame book, will contain the rules of how to use flyers, but as with all things, the cards and the models are in the pack. So without further ado, let's pop them open. So a clan pack this time, it's pretty cool. So let's have a look, what have we got? So we've got a Bone Dragon and a Scavenger Flock. Okay, pretty cool. I like let's see. Oh. Models, there we go. Okay, so let's have a look at the models. So flying bases, so you've got different heights in there. They have resin water bases, which is pretty cool. If you look at that seems as if that is as flat as you can get it. So look at that, there we go. Yeah, how many companies struggle to make a flat piece of resin? Well, Mantic can. Waves are on there as well, so it's really cool, really textured, good textured bases for them, which is nice to see. And yeah, I'll enjoy sort of painting them up. I'll use a bit of water effects on there because the ripples are already going to be there, and then the foam, you've got your sort of lines from, haven't you, on the thing. So yeah, really good. If they are slightly warped, guys, if you use a bit of sandpaper, once you've cleaned it off, put a mask on. We should all have those lying around, and put it flat and just sort of circular motion on a piece of sandpaper, and it'll flatten it out for you. The models themselves, let's have a look. So they're obviously a little bit more delicate, aren't they, because they're smaller miniatures. They're all resin, so follow the same principles. There we go, so we've got the body of the Bone Dragon. And some like carrion birds there. It's cool, detail on them's really nice again. More of the flock. I'm sure that we'll figure out how this goes together, like a vulture. And the Bone Dragon wings. Again, yeah, cool. So again, wash them. Just be careful with any temperatures you put on these because they are delicate components, so obviously they'll bend pretty quickly. But yeah, really nice models as we've come to expect from the Armada range. Let's have a look at the rules. So all flyers have a set rules set in the book where they have to move forward 4 before they can turn, and they have the same turning as the ships. They count as a support ship, so they have to follow all the fleet building rules as those. You can have Bonnie and so on and so forth, but you can't have more flyers than you have other support ships. They have a point value, a movement value, a nerve value, and a structure point value, just the same as a ship. And if you nerve a flyer, it affects its attack value, but also it has to take a nerve test every turn or it might fly away. I think the idea there is a lot of the flyers are like creatures, aren't they, and so on and so forth. And an attack value, which is what it uses. They basically do sort of drive-bys or fly-bys on boats. So they fly over a boat, and the Bone Dragon would say, right now I roll 4 dice, and on 5s I do damage, on 10s I do damage, but the enemy gets to fight back as well. And that's how you sort of fight against flyers, so they're not breaking the game. They can't take objectives or carry loot or anything like that. They just add a nice little additional component to the game. And each in here, I have an Empire of Dust flyer special rules. So, Life Leech. For every hit scored when attacking with a flyer, or this flyer, remove 1 point of damage from this flyer it has previously suffered to a maximum of 2 points per turn. And remove the damage before applying any new damage from retaliation. They're undead at the end of the day, aren't they? They get to like regenerate their hit points, which is cool. And Swarm. When attacking with this flyer, for each hit scored, roll another die for an extra attack. For example, 2 hits would be rolling 2 more dice. These additional attacks do not generate further attacks if they hit and have the same modifiers if any of the original attack. So they're proccing more hits on the Swarm, which is kind of cinematic because if you had a swarm of, like carrion coming down on your boat, they're going to be picking crew up and, ripping their sails and so on and so forth. So they're pretty cool. Not game breaking at all, but nice little characterful Empire of Dust abilities for the flyers. If we look at the Bone Dragon, so he's 15 points, movement 14, 16 nerve, 22 hit points and 4 attack. He's a yellow turning circle. He has Life Leech, so he gains his points back when he attacks, and Hover. So Hover means that flyers have to move forward 4 and then turn and then have to move again and so on and so forth. Whereas if you have Hover, when it comes to activate, and they all activate in wind order, he can actually say, I'm not going to move, I'm just going to turn on the spot, and that's my turn done. So that, pretty good maneuverability for them as well. look at the Scavenger Flock, which is pretty cool actually. So Scavenger Flock's only 12 points. So it's got 18 hit points, 10 nerve, 18 move, 10 nerve, 14 structure points, and 2 attack. And it has the Swarm special rule, so it's more manoeuvrable, it's lightweight, but it only has 2 attacks with the Swarm. But for every hit, they're rolling again, which is pretty cool. So you could potentially get quite a few hits with the Scavenger Flock. Cheaper. And that's that. So the Fliers, they're really cool, I like them. I've not seen the others for the other races. Empire of Dust is my sort of go-to main fleet at the minute. Rob's going to wait for his Dwarf Flyers. I know he's got the Basilian Phoenix, just because it's cool. Why would you not want a Phoenix? And anything that's a dragon has got my my vote already. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. That's the Empire of Dust Flyer expansion. And yeah, don't forget you need to seize the flames, use your Flyers. But once you've got that and your pack, you're well away to add them and have another dimension to your games of Armada. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay well, and wherever you are in the world, happy hobbying.